Germany are the defending world champions, having beaten Argentina 10 in the 2014 final round of World Cup qualifying is taking place, and 9 countries are already assured of their places alongside hosts Russia at next summer's tournament. 5-time winners Brazil are there, as are reigning champions Germany, England, Belgium, Iran, Mexico, Japan, Saudi Arabia and South Korea. So how did they get there? Who will be their star performers and who are the coaches who masterminded their qualification? BBC Sport finds out more. Russia hosts pedigree. Stanislav Cherchesov's side will be the 4th Russia team to play at a World Cup. They first appeared at USA 94, although the Soviet Union had finished 4th in 1966. Spotlight on the hosts of Russia's 2017 Confederations Cup squad played their club football in their homeland. Key player veteran goalkeeper Igor Akinfeev has won more than 100 caps and his experience could be vital. The 31-year-old, who has spent his entire career at CSKA Moscow, is likely to captain the hosts. Premier League players. None. Who's the boss? Cherchesov rallied behind his side after the Confederations Cup, saying his players would mature because of the experience. A former Soviet Union and Russia goalkeeper, he has been given the target of reaching the semi-finals next summer. Belgium pedigree. Having failed to qualify for the previous 2 tournaments, Belgium reached the quarter-finals at Brazil 2014, losing to eventual runners-up Argentina. The Red Devils' best finish was 4th in 1986. Eden Hazard made his Belgium debut as a 17-year-old in 2008. Key player Eden Hazard. The twinkle-toe Chelsea forward unlocks defences with his rapid change of pace, close control and eye for a pass. He also wears the captain's armband for Roberto Martinez's side. Premier League players Michy Batshuayi, Thibaut Courtois, Eden Hazard all Chelsea, Simon Mignolet Liverpool, Toby Alderweireld, Moussa Dembele, Jan Vertonghen all Tottenham, Kevin De Bruyne, Vincent Kompany both Manchester City, Marwan Fellaini, Romelu Lukaku both Manchester United, Stephen Defoe Burnley, Nacer Chadli West Brom, Kevin Mirallas Everton, Christian Benteke Crystal Palace, Divock Origi Wolfsburg, on loan from Liverpool, Christian Kabasele Watford. Who's the boss? Roberto Martinez's greatest achievement in English football was guiding Wigan to FA Cup success in 2013, although they were relegated 3 days later. The former Swansea and Everton manager's prowess in organising an attack has never been in question, but there were concerns over his defensive aptitude at club level. That shouldn't be a problem with this Belgium outfit, who have the likes of Tottenham defenders Jan Vertonghen and Toby Alderweireld, and Manchester City captain Vincent Kompany in the ranks. England pedigree. Since their solitary World Cup success in 1966, England have reached the semi-finals only once in 1990, when they finished 4th. 4 years ago, the Three Lions were knocked out in the group stage. That was the first time since 1958 they failed to get out of their group, and the only time they have been eliminated after just 2 matches. England failed to progress from the group stages of the World Cup in 2014. Key player with 13 goals for club and country in September, Harry Kane is one of the world's most informed strikers. His 27 goals in 2017 puts him only 9 behind Lionel Messi. Premier League players. The entire England squad play in the Premier League. Who's the boss? Gareth Southgate will take charge of his first major tournament. England have lost twice under his stewardship, to Germany and France, and are unbeaten in qualification. Germany pedigree. The defending champions, 4-time winners and #1 team in the world. Toni Kroos has scored 12 goals in 78 appearances. For Germany, key player Toni Kroos. Apart from Thomas Müller and Mesut Ozil, the Real Madrid midfielder is the most experienced player in the squad and keeps things ticking over. Since helping Germany win the 2014 World Cup, he has won 2 Champions League titles, 1 La Liga title and 2 FIFA Club World Cup titles. Premier League players Shkodran Mustafi Arsenal, Antonio Rudiger Chelsea, Emre Can Liverpool, Ilkay Gundogan Manchester City, Mesut Ozil Arsenal, Leroy Sane Manchester City. Who's the boss? Joachim Low worked as assistant manager to Jurgen Klinsmann from 2004 to 2006, before being given the top job. The 57-year-old guided Germany to victory in the 2014 World Cup final against Argentina, and also triumphed at the Confederations Cup last year. The international clean sweep has eluded him, though, with Germany runners-up at Euro 2008 and third 4 years later. South America Brazil pedigree winners in 1958, 1962, 1970, 1994 and 2002, Brazil were beaten 7-1 at the semi-final stage by Germany last time out. Paris Saint-Germain forward Neymar is the world's most expensive footballer. Key player Neymar. The £200 million forward is averaging a goal and an assist a game since his world record move to Paris Saint-Germain. Brazil legend Pelé says the 25-year-old is the country's best player and has backed him to win the Ballon d'Or. Premier League players Edison, Fernandinho, Gabriel Jesus all Manchester City, Philippe Coutinho, Roberto Firmino both Liverpool, Willian Chelsea. Who's the boss? Brazil were sixth with a third of the qualifying campaign gone when journeyman coach Tite replaced former Brazil midfielder Dunga. The former Corinthians boss, 56, has since guided his country 11 points clear of Colombia with 3 games to go. What a difference a coach makes. Out went the snarling Dunga and in came Tite, charismatic and intelligent, and he made an immediate impact, South American football expert Tim Vickery told BBC Radio 5 Live. North, Central America and Caribbean Mexico pedigree Mexico have reached the knockout stage in each of the past 6 World Cups, and made the quarter-finals as hosts in 1986. Key player Hirving Lozano has scored 3 goals in 3 games since leaving Pachuca for PSV Eindhoven this summer, and the 22-year-old is also becoming the star of the national team, netting Mexico's winner against Panama. Chucky even impressed Argentina legend Diego Maradona on his Eredivisie debut, and the Philips Stadion crowd gave the winger a standing ovation following his first goal for PSV. Premier League players Javier Hernandez West Ham. Who's the boss? Former Manchester City assistant manager Juan Carlos Osorio is the man in charge, but missed his side's Gold Cup campaign this summer after being given a 6-match ban by FIFA for using insulting words and displaying an aggressive attitude towards officials during the Confederations Cup. The Colombian, who graduated from Liverpool John Moores University with a diploma in science and football, has been backed by a number of experienced players in his squad following criticism from fans. Asia and pedigree. This is the 5th time Iran have qualified for a World Cup, but their only victory in the tournament remains a 21 win over the United States at France 98. Carlos Queiroz has led Iran to back-to-back World Cups. Key player part of a formidable Iran defense, right-back Rahman Rezaian also has the pace and crossing ability to be a threat going forward. The 27-year-old plays his club football for Belgian top-flight side Oostende. Premier League players Who's the boss? Carlos Queiroz has a CV to rival any manager in international football. Via Sporting Lisbon, South Africa, Real Madrid, Sir Alex Ferguson's assistant at Manchester United and 2 stints in charge of Portugal, it is with Iran that Queiroz has spent the past 6 years. They fight for their lives, they fight for history, they fight for their reputations, said the Portuguese, having seen Iran become the highest-placed Asian side in FIFA's rankings at 24th. Read Iran ticket glitch gave female fans hope. Japan pedigree mainstays in the competition since 1998. Japan have twice reached the second round, including in 2002 when they jointly hosted the tournament with South Korea. Key player Keisuke Honda, Shinji Kagawa and Leicester forward Shinji Okazaki will of course be key, but a young forward on the books at Arsenal could be leading the line come next summer. Takuma Asano has already netted 3 times for his country and helped Stuttgart win promotion to the Bundesliga last season while on loan from the Gunners. Arsene Wenger has called the 22-year-old a talented young striker and very much one for the future. Premier League players Maya Yoshida Southampton, Shinji Okazaki Leicester City, Takuma Asano Stuttgart, on loan from Arsenal. Who's the boss? Vahid Halilhodzic, although that could change come the finals if reports of unrest in the camp are true. The Bosnian, however, has already proved his worth on the World Cup stage by leading Algeria to the knockout stages for the first time in the country's history in 2014. The former Yugoslavia forward has also coached teams such as Paris Saint-Germain, Dinamo Zagreb and the Ivory Coast. Nasser Al-Shamrani has 19 goals in 77 caps for Saudi Arabia pedigree. Saudi Arabia's only victories at a World Cup came in their first appearance in 1994, when they won 2 group matches and reached the second round. Their second win 10 against Belgium featured one of the greatest goals of all time when forward Saeed Al-Owairan ran from his own half and beat half the Belgian defence to score. Key player veteran striker Nasser Al-Shamrani will play a vital role. The 2014 Asian Player of the Year can be a bit volatile. He was once banned for 8 games for spitting at Western Sydney Wanderers player Matthew Sporanovic before trying to headbutt him after his Al Hilal side lost in the 2014 Champions League final. Premier League players Nuno the Boss Bert van Marwijk. The Dutchman led the Netherlands to the 2010 World Cup final and has coached the likes of Borussia Dortmund, Feyenoord and Hamburg. Van Marwijk, 65, has been in charge since 2015. South Korea pedigree. No Asian team has a better World Cup pedigree than the side nicknamed the Tajik Warriors. South Korea's goalless draw against Uzbekistan secured a place at a 10th finals, and the tournament in Russia will be the 9th World Cup in a row in which they have featured. Lee Dong-gook will be 39 by the time the World Cup begins in Russia. Key player Son Heung-min has showcased his trickery at Tottenham and is the standout name on the team sheet. He has managed just one international goal since the start of 2016, however, as the side have struggled in front of goal. And keep an eye out for Lee Dong-gook, who came on as a substitute in their final qualifier and will be 39 by the time the World Cup comes around. The former Middlesbrough striker boasts 105 caps spanning 19 years. Premier League players Ki Sung-yae Swansea, Son Heung-min Tottenham. Ho is the boss. Shin Tae-yong has been nicknamed the Asian Mourinho, but he has come under pressure as a result of their hit-and-miss displays in qualifying. However, having only taken charge in July, he is likely to be given time to get things right. The 48-year-old spent 12 years as a player in South Korea's K League and then made a single league appearance in Australia before retiring in 2005.